Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your August connection session. I am Princess India if you're new, and if you're family, welcome back, my friend, and whatnot, or whatever. So, we're going to be looking at the energy between you as well as your person of interest. And then we're getting into a more specific spread where we're going to be looking at how your person of interest thinks as well as feels about you. Let me move my crystals out of the way here. So anywho, hopping right in, Capricorn, the overall energy representing you all for the month of August is the World card, and that is of course aligned with fixed signs. That's Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, as well as Leo. So those signs could be in your chart or in your person of interest's chart. So what it is looking like for me, Capricorn, there's a sense of fulfillment, a sense of completion that you guys are feeling within yourself, and also in reference to your person of interest, which I mean, in my opinion, is a very good thing. So it's more or less seeing this person. Do I want to go that heavy? I was going to say end all be all, but it's more or less because this could just be, perspective wise. It's like seeing this person as like the missing piece to your puzzle, almost like everything it is that you've ever desired in a person or would want in a potential partner. It's more or less feeling that this person possesses this. Another thing I say is really good about this, looking at it. Why does Alexa do this to me every time? She just be quiet when I don't be recording, but it's as soon as the camera come on, she just start with this. Girl. Okay, girl. Okay. I apologize, Capricorn. It's not just you guys. This with every sign. It's just like she knows. But anyway, moving right along. But I say the other side of this, which is good, is this gives me insight kind of into your self perspective as well. So I would say for you guys, Capricorn, you see yourself as in a really good place at present in your life. So it's a sense of completion and stability and security that you guys have within yourself, like kind of perceiving yourself in a way where you've kind of been there, done that, you've gotten your experience, you've gotten your heart broken, you've been through things. So you're in a pretty stable place. So I feel you're kind of seeing a reflection of yourself in this person as well. Now, your person of interest, you may not be too right about that. Your person of interest is showing up as the Knight of Cuppies in the reverse. So here is the deal. Your person of interest, it would behoove them to focus more on themselves, their own self-care, their own self-esteem. I don't know if they've been through something, child, but more or less where it is that they're at in their life at present, it's a lot of self-neglect that's going on with them. And this could be, simply an avoidance behavior. It doesn't necessarily have to be like, they don't like themselves or something. But it literally could be that, it could be a past relationship. It could be them having gone through a less than stellar relationship in the past and them not necessarily being over that and not being fully emotionally available. On the other side of this, it could be grief, so if they had, a parental figure pass away, God forbid, a child pass away, a dog, you know what I'm saying? Anything along those lines. It could be that they're grief stricken and, just kind of overwhelmed, or on the other side, like kind of suppressing emotions. But I feel where it is that they're at right now, they're kind of distracting themselves, if I could say it that way. So staying really busy working or trying to stay active, going out with friends, staying at the gym. It's like they're doing a lot of things to kind of divert their attention from themselves. Because I feel if this person were to like slow down and really like look within, it's a lot of, emotional overwhelm and, like I said, potentially grief, like things that they more or less perceive to be overwhelming. You know what I'm saying? So what I will tell you, Capricorn, kind of watch that, right? Because you know how I was saying, like, your perspective of this person and you guys being in this place, and how it's like you're kind of projecting where you at onto this person. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you're sure what you're looking at. Okay. But anyway, the energy between the two of you, interesting. We have the Page of Swords in the reverse. This is okay. Capricorn, do you know this person, child? Do you know this person, or are you watching them from afar? Is this somebody that works in your building, lives in your complex? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of the vibes I'm getting with this. Here's the thing. No. Why? Y'all, my computer did the thing again. Please donate to me. I got to get a new laptop, y'all. As much as this annoys you guys, trust me, it annoys me even more. People be talking about using my phone. My phone is maxed out of memory, and like it doesn't stay charged, you know, because my battery and my phone is jacked up, and I just refuse to get a new iPhone. Y'all, pray for you, girl. Let me fix this really quick. Capricorn, give me a second. Sorry. Capricorn, donate to my GoFundMe. I'm so sick of this. This, like, y'all have no idea how annoying this is for me. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I was like, do you guys even like know each other for real in real life? Because with this Page of Swords in the reverse here, there's no communication that's happening between the two of you. And I have a sneaky suspicion that the two of you are watching each other like from afar. You know what I'm saying? So even if you guys are communicating, I kind of get the vibe that it's very like shallow, superficial kind of conversation. So even if you think about in the sense of you and this person are, you know, like newly dating, it's like you're texting and it's like, hey, what's up? How was your day? Good morning. You know what I'm saying? There's not really any depth of communication. But especially looking at you guys, Capricorn, with this World card, if you guys are really like, oh my gosh, this person is the bee's knees, you feel what I'm saying? You're not at all communicating that. Now, with your person of interest, I'm really not too surprised of them not necessarily communicating like interest or, you know, any depth of communication, because like I said, I feel they're emotionally blocked for, you know, whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? But whatever the case, if you guys are in communication with each other on a regular basis, what is really going on, Capricorn? Please let me know in the comments or in the chat what is happening, because how you got the World card in the Page of Swords in the reverse? Like, why are we not communicating? Why are we not being honest? You know, why are we playing, you know, cat and mouse games, stalking social medias, saying hi in the elevator, and that's it? Just want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Let me know in the comments, Capricorn. Okay, anyway, moving right along. So going into their more specific spread first, in their fleeting thoughts, the first card we have is the, cover up those boobs, the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Then we have the Page of Cuppies. Interesting. That's exactly what I said, but in the reverse. Then we have the Three of Wands in the reverse. Oh, man. Okay. And in their conscious thoughts, good God. Oh, wow. Okay. We have the Strength in the reverse, and that is Leo energy. So we got Leo energy that's showing up 2 times. If your person is a Leo, check out the Leo reading. So this is something. Okay. So with your person of interest, Capricorn, I don't know. I'm not really surprised, but I mean, I guess. So with your person of interest, with the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, they're not attempting to invest too much into this particular connection. They have more of a wait and see approach. Like, you know, you give a little and then I'll give a little type of deal. But I really get the sense that they're more or less waiting on you to do something. I mean, I should probably say something because of this Page of Swords in the reverse. but it's more or less they're not necessarily in the headspace of wanting to invest. But on the flip side of this, which is interesting, is they're not seeing you investing either. You feel what I'm saying? And kind of the gist I get from this, which is why I say it would be really hard for me to believe. I don't want to say hard for me to believe. It would be hard for me to accept if you guys are in communication, unless y'all are like friends. Like if y'all are like, friends of friends, or y'all are just friends or coworkers, or like I said, live in the same building, work in the same building, this would make more sense to me, because I can't even imagine how frustrating this would be if you guys are consistently in communication, especially if you're like friends, right? Because what this would be saying to me, I can't really say so much for your person of interest, because they got, well, yeah, okay, I could say that. I just feel how you guys feel about each other is two different things. For me, Capricorn would kind of be, I don't want to say idealizing the person. I don't want to necessarily say that. I don't feel, I mean, that's a possibility, Capricorn, let's just be honest. But I don't want to necessarily say that, because if this person is going through something, like I was saying, grief, that's not their fault. But just because a person is going through, a tough time, that doesn't take away from their qualities as a person. So that's why I say I don't feel idealize would be the proper word, because it's not like you're projecting nonsense onto them. You know what I'm saying? But so it's not taken away from their good qualities or whatever. But it would be interesting for me where it's like both of you would be interested in each other. I feel Capricorn has more of a clear picture of what they would want from the person of interest. With the person of interest, I feel it's just like an interest in Capricorn, like they like you. But it's almost what I'm seeing between the Six of Pentacles in the reverse and this Page of Cups in the reverse. They ain't about to say it. You know what I'm saying? They're not about to say it. They're not comfortable with like opening up and expressing anything emotionally. It's kind of like a wait and see approach. Like I was saying, like if Capricorn were to say something to them, then they'd be like, okay, yeah, I like you too, but they wouldn't be the one who said it first, if that's making sense, right? But what I think is funny with this is this the Three of Wands in the reverse of their fleeting thoughts. It's almost like a level of impatience that this person is coming into. So if this is someone who, you think is cute in your office or in your building, it's almost like they're anticipating every time they see you for you to say something or to make a move, to ask for their number, ask them out or something. Or even if you guys are like, friends or whatever, it's like they're waiting for you to say like, hey, do you like me? You know what I'm saying? And the fact that Capricorn hasn't said anything, it's starting to irritate them. You know what I'm saying? Like it's starting to get under their skin. Like what is going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, are they going to say something? Like, they act like they like me. Like, what is happening? So it's a level of frustration because, and the thing is, I feel like they kind of just want clarity either way. So it's like, if you don't like them, it's like, cool, I know they don't like me, so I can move forward. If you do like them, it's like, cool, you like me, let's move forward. But it's more or less their interest in you. And this to me feels like a vibe they're picking up. So I don't know if it's just, I mean, if you like them that much, Capricorn, it's like kind of you're putting off a vibe that you may potentially be interested in them. You know what I'm saying? But it's the frustration that they don't have any clarity on this. So what I'm kind of seeing in the thoughts that they're weighing, they're wanting to get like a period at the end of the sentence. Do you like me or do you not like me? But it's putting themselves in a double bind because they're not willing to express interest. They're not willing to invest anything into this or even throw any hints or anything. It's their kind of place that they're at right now is more or less wanting you to be the person who makes the move, right? Now, when we get into their conscious thoughts, with them having the Strength and the reverse, this poor soul, this poor soul. This person is very, very insecure. And this, again, is what they're consciously aware of. So they're literally holding themselves back. So every part of them would want to say something, would want to express something, but they're preventing themselves from doing that. But I feel where that's coming from, it's not like a pride thing, like I'll be damned. It's not that. I really feel it's coming from an insecurity place. It's almost like a fear of rejection in a sense. It's I'm interested in Capricorn. I want to say something, but I don't want to be the one who goes out on a limb because what if they're like you? You feel what I'm saying? Because and like I said, with their overall energy with this the Knight of Cups in the reverse, and I was saying like that self-neglect, you know what I mean? And that emotional repression. Looking at these two together, this person kind of has self-esteem issues, you know what I mean? Potentially abandonment issues, fears of vulnerability, like things in that kind of realm, which is the reason why they wouldn't be the person to make the first move. And why I say this poor soul is I see this pattern of behavior a lot. In my opinion, it's very self-sabotatory because you're putting yourself in a double bind. It's like you really do want to connect with people. And I'm not saying your person is like these people, but it's kind of like incel behavior. Your person is not an incel, but that's a like a base level of the pathology of people who are incels, where you desire for connection, you desire for partnership. And when you went out seeking that, you got rejected. That rejection hurt you so much that it shut you down. So you've kind of warded off going out to seek that connection anymore. And where that energy morphs, how it becomes like incel energy, is it ends up morphing into, you know, something way worse. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like, screw all relationships and chads and whatever, you know, their language or whatever. I'm taking the black pill. You know what I'm saying? It's like that kind of vibe. And what I say from my perspective, it's just poor partner selection. It's the people that were chosen were not, you know, the best people for you, but it's kind of projecting, you know, a small amount of experience on, you know, the rest of the population or whatever. And that puts you like in this double bind where I'm wanting something, but I'm simultaneously telling myself that I can't have it, or I'm putting myself in a position such as this. This person is interested in Capricorn, but is too terrified to say anything because I don't want to be rejected. So I'm waiting for Capricorn to say something. So I want Capricorn to go out on a ledge and say when I'm not giving any idea whatsoever that I'm even remotely interested in you, but they should know and they should take a chance, even though I'm willing to not take the chance. That's where your person of interest headspace is at. They're not willing to take that risk. But I just think it's hilarious that in the midst of all of this, they have the audacity and the unmitigated gall to be impatient. It's like, I mean, child, you ain't throwing no signals or nothing. You feel what I'm saying? But anywho, but I do feel with them, there is some self-esteem, vulnerability, abandonment issues and stuff that's going on with your person of interest that's kind of undergirding where it is that they're at present. Now, their subconscious impression, oh, come on. I might be psychic, child. We have the Three of Swords. So here's the thing. If your person is experiencing grief, I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible that someone may have passed away around them. However, the grief that your person is experiencing is pretty goddamn deep. Okay. This is a hurt little puppy. And this might just be an earth sign thing because Capricorn, this is very reminiscent to me of what I picked up in Taurus's connection session. Because we already said we was going to have intercessory prayer for Taurus person who's calling them put a little tink. You know what I'm saying? I feel very much the same way for your person of interest, Capricorn. Poor little tink. They done been through some things and they had their little heart broken, just pulled out their chest, spit on, just stepped on. You know what I'm saying? Their heart has been obliterated. So this person, and with this showing up in their subconscious, dude, this is some deep-seated hurt. You feel what I'm saying? We could say this could go back to childhood and maybe the first, you know, man or woman who broke their heart as their parental figure, maybe, but that's neither here nor there. I feel this more in a more recent sense. This person has been screwed over in horrible ways. I mean, from betrayal, cheating, you know, sabotage, theft, like, and this is their dating history, right? is riddled with them being betrayed by people. And I feel this person has kind of come to a point, putting this together with what I'm seeing with this Knight of Cups in the reverse, as well as the Strength in the reverse, it's really rocked their self-esteem to where this person is very, like, they have trust issues. They're very distrustful of other people. And to put this in a to put this in a context of the subconscious, when people don't trust people, that really means they don't trust themselves. They don't trust themselves, their decision making, or their own judgment, right? So they project that onto other people. Like, I don't trust people. People ain't shit, blah, blah, blah. Nah, it's like literally you don't trust yourself, because decisions you've made in the past, you've elected to let people in your life who have ultimately stabbed you in the back. So that causes you to distrust yourself. Like, I can't even make the right decisions of what people should or shouldn't be in my life, but that ends up being projected on to people outside of them. Now, where it comes to continuing with the projection of how this is projected onto you, which is just so confusing for me, not in the sense that I can't say it, but it's just like this poor human is just so goddamn confused, right? It's their desire for you, and you want them wanting you to come towards them, but it's like not trusting anything that you say, or feeling like you would do to them what other people have done to them too. Like, he probably a fuck boy, or she probably a 304. You know what I'm saying? And seeing you, Capricorn, through the lens of their past. So in a sense, however it is that you would present yourself to this person, and not saying that you be trying to sell yourself or trying to convince them of anything, but no matter how authentic you are with this person or how you come at this person, they're going to be looking at you side-eyed, because they're going to be seeing you the same way that they see everyone else. Like, in the sense of, oh, they probably cheating. They probably talking to buku other people. You call, they don't answer the phone. Like, they probably, at that chick house or whatever the case, right? So it's almost like the potential of them accusing you of things, and not saying that they would do this to you. I mean, it's possible, but I see this more in their thought realm, right? Because with this being in their subconscious, this is the program that their brain is running on. So this is almost like their first line of thought, right? They call, you don't answer. The first thought is going to be a negative one. They're probably with someone else. You feel what I'm saying? Or if your phone dies and you call them back and you're like, oh, my bad, I was at the gym. Their response could be like, oh, cool. But they're thinking to themselves, like, they wasn't at no motherfucking gym. They was at somebody's house. You feel what I'm saying? Now, with a person who's thinking that way, it is possible that that can start coming out in their communication. It could start coming out in their behavior. But the thing I can tell you is, and I don't feel that's fair, because that's making, a new person that ain't do you nothing suffer for what other people did to you. You know what I'm saying? But, and I mean, child, it's up to you if you want to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't tell y'all what to do. I just tell you what's going on. But anyway, but with this person, that's a lot of what the issue would be with them. I mean, legit, if you and this person haven't had a conversation yet, I'm pretty sure by now, Capricorn, you're probably looking at this person side-eyed. You might not tell them hello in the elevator tomorrow, right? But anywho, but this person's been hurt a lot, and their perception on you and the happenings between the two of you is through this lens of their pain. Because I mean, I don't doubt for a second this person has been through a lot, and I stress a lot, because it's not just one little heartbreak type of thing. It's to the point where it's kind of altered how this person sees themselves and how it is that they show up in life. And I can even see with this a little bit of non-committal energy, but not non-committal in like a playboy, playgirl type of sense. It's just literally that fear of vulnerability. And even going back to with the Page of Cups in the reverse, the Knight of Cups in the reverse, and the Strength in the reverse, all of this being kind of motivated by this Three of Swords is saying to me that this person is fearful of being emotionally available, being vulnerable, and opening up because of the fear of hurt. because to open my heart equals hurt to them. You feel what I'm saying? So it's almost maintaining that level of emotional distance. Now, what I can say, I mean, there's hope for the person, but I mean, ain't nobody trying to be the therapist for the person that they date. The only reason why I say there's a level of hope to a certain extent is because there's still a desire to connect. So this person isn't, a complete lost cause. You feel what I'm saying? But I mean, that's not anybody's responsibility. In my therapeutic opinion, I wouldn't necessarily suggest it. I wouldn't tell you to be like Captain Save-A-Ho, like, I'm gonna show you that you could be loved and that somebody gonna love you in a way you ain't never been loved before. Like, you ain't got to do all that. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, it's your life, Capricorn. You know what I'm saying? If you like it, I love it, my friend. You feel what I'm saying? But anywho, their feelings towards you, oh, good God. Hey, let me cover up her boobs. We have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Ciao. Capricorn, your person also needs prayer, okay? Capricorns and Tauruses, we gonna come together. We gonna have intercessory prayer for y'all persons of interest, okay? So going back to what I was saying with this Three of Swords, what I'm seeing in this Knight of Wands in the reverse is twofold, right? Their feelings towards you is very much in the vein of they probably out here slinging, they nooching, they peen with everybody and they mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's more or less the feel. However, the thing I'm a little bit more concerned about is literally their feelings towards you are erratic. I already see a hint of that in this page. I mean, the Six of Pentacles in the reverse and this Three of Wands. Like, when I was talking about that impatience, it's like this Knight of Wands in the reverse is a very hot and cold switch, like reactionary type of energy. You know what I'm saying? To where this person would switch. So I can tell you, with your person of interest, Capricorn, they're passive aggressive. I can tell you that without a doubt. So when I was talking about with the Three of Swords, that it's the potential that this person could be like, no, you lying, you was at some chick house. No, they would not do that. But with this person, it's like they would just go ice cold, right? So if your phone died, right? You call them, oh, my bad, I'm working out at the gym, my phone died. They'd be like, oh, that's cool. Oh, no, no problem. Let me call you back, right? Or if they stayed on the phone with you, you'd be telling about your day and they're like, oh, well, that's nice. I'm glad you had a good day. Okay, right? They just be really, really short with you, and then it would transition into them kind of icing you out, right? So underneath it all, it's like they're seething underneath it all, right? But they're not expressing and they're not communicating what it is they really feel, which is very much what it is they're doing now. And ain't nothing really pop off between y'all yet. You feel what I'm saying? So with this, it's this person is hella reactionary with stuff. So it's almost anything that you do that they find suspicious or is like a perceived slight, they're going to react to this. There is no responding. They're going to react to this. And their reaction is a very passive aggressive, like, suffering in silence, seething kind of energy, because it's triggering that subconscious to where this whole reel of things that they've been through past tense start running through their head. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, in the bigger picture, when I see stuff like this, y'all, it makes me so sad. You know what I mean? Because it's like, it sucks to be heartbroken and betrayed and all the things. But from what I see, because this reading is not focused on Capricorn, but the little snapshot that I have into Capricorn, it's like you guys have, a pretty nice perception of them. You guys are in a good place. And I feel like a person like this, once upon a time, believed that they could be with someone like this. You know what I'm saying? But it's almost like them allowing their pain to build up this wall to where the thing that they've always wanted is standing right in front of them. And it's like the scales over their eyes have grown so vast that there's an inability to see it. So even when the thing they've always wanted is standing in front of them, they're not able to see it as that. They're seeing it as exactly, what it is that they've been through past tense. And I feel like that's the saddest thing to me. I hate to see that happen, because it's an opportunity. It is literally an opportunity for them, but they don't see it as one. And that's just so sad. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's so sad. But again, that's just my opinion. That doesn't mean in any way, shape, form, or fashion, Capricorn, that this is you guys' responsibility, because it's not. Because with you guys being in a good place as you are, it's a lot of time, effort, and energy that you've put in to come to this place, right? And you wouldn't want to jeopardize that with a person who isn't in a place emotionally to be there. Because if we just were to write this person off as emotionally unavailable, right? You're at a place to where you're willing to be emotionally available. And truth be told, you'd be in a very one-sided connection, because what you're investing into this person, they're not capable of being able to reciprocate. You feel what I'm saying? So you're trying to have clear, direct, grown-up conversations, and they're not able to have those conversations because they're holding their cards close to their chest and being defensive and trying to protect themselves because they feel as if they're in danger, and you ain't never did them nothing. You feel what I'm saying? But anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and throw these dice of resonance, Capricorn. So ask a question. Ask a yes or no question, and we're gonna see what the dice say for you. I make weird faces when I shake them, so don't judge me. Okay, so we have male, we have Sag, we have Sun, we have Gemini. Wow, opposite signs. We have friend, and the answer to your question is no, ma'am. No, ma'am. That is exactly what the die says. It says no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. So male, Sag, Sun, Gemini. So they can be a Sag sun sign or a Gemini sun sign. Watch both of those readings if need be. And friend, this would be so funny, child. Y'all let me know in the comments if you are a Capricorn and your person of interest is a Sagittarius or a Gemini, and they're your friend, because that would just be hilarious. But anyway, and the answer to your question is no, ma'am. So Capricorn, that has been your connection session for August. Most certainly let me know what you think in the comments. And as always, I love your freaking face, and I will